Welcome to playoff excitement. We are at the Silverdome. I've got Coach Dick Motta here. The Chicago Bulls are in town. There hasn't been this much excitement about the Bulls since he coached them, but I think the weekend took a little air out of Chicago's balloon. Do they have enough fight in them to come back and fight tonight? I think so.
Well, the odds are certainly stacked against them. I don't think in the history of the NBA a team has been able to come back with a 1-3 deficit without the home court advantage as initiation. And they do have their back against the wall. They're a young ball club. They may have the ability just to let it fly. I don't know. I doubt that they can do it, however.
Michael Jordan says, well, we have a chance. Somebody says, what kind of chance? He says, it doesn't really matter as long as we have a chance. Let's don't leave anything on the floor. But speaking of Michael Jordan, he has really struggled against the Pistons defense. His numbers, percentage-wise, are pretty good, but you don't see the point totals like you should. The Pistons held the Bulls to just 77 points in Game 4 of this series Sunday afternoon. They really bulldozed them in Chicago, 101-79 and then 96-77 to take a commanding, it would appear, 3-1 lead in this series. And I know there are a lot of people thinking, Dick Motta, bring on Boston, bring on the Hawks, but Chuck Daly doesn't want his players thinking that.
Business first, that's always the keynote. You have to take care of what's in front of you, and you might as well get it done right away. There's no need carrying it out. Get the rest, get the little injuries, let them heal, and go back to enjoying yourself.
Let's go to Ken Calvert now, the public address announcer, pardon me, Dick, for the starting lineups.
Starting at one of the forwards, wearing number 33 from Central Arkansas, Scotty Pippen. And the other forward, wearing number 34 from Virginia Union, Charles Dantley. At center tonight, wearing number 40 from DePaul, Daly. At one of the guards, wearing number 23 from North Carolina, Michael Jordan. And at the other guard from Michigan State University, wearing number 11, Sam Vincent. The head coach is Doug Collins. His assistant, John Bach, Tex Winter, and Bill Jackson. The trainer is Mark Vaughn. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Central Division champion, Detroit Pistons. Wearing number 45 and one of the forwards from Notre Dame, Adrian Dantley. And the other forward from Hampton Institute, wearing number 44, Rick Mahorn. At center tonight, wearing number 40 from Notre Dame, Laimbeer. One of the guards, wearing number 4 from McNeese State, Joe Dumars. And at the other guard, wearing number 11 from New York captain, Isiah. The head coach is Chuck Daly, his assistant Ron Rossbeat and Nick Versailles. The trainer, Mike Abdenauer. And your officials tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as appointed by the NBA, Jack Madden and Joe Crawford. And your alternate tonight is Bill Oates.
Isiah Thomas and Adrian Dantley, both brilliant over the weekend in Chicago. Isiah had that 9 points in a minute and 44 explosion down the stretch. Now, he outscored Chicago 9-0. He didn't just score all 9 Piston points. He scored all 9 points that were scored in the game. Michael Jordan, on the other hand, I'm sure would love just once in this series to bust out against Detroit.
Chuck Daly has devised a very effective defense against Michael Jordan, and he should receive a great deal of credit himself. Michael is not going to have the opportunity to go one-on-one very often this evening.
And he, unlike the Larry Birds of the world when they get doubled, he's a pretty good passer, but he's not Mr. Excellent when it comes to dishing off the ball. And he seems to be getting doubled at an inopportune time for him, too.
They're picking their spots to double him. More over on the left side of the court than on the right side, and that's basically the plan, and I would suspect that they'll hit it hard again. Whenever something works like it has been, you might as well stay with it.
Laimbeer and Corzine will jump it up. 3 taps, now 4. Corzine finally gets it to Oakley. And the Bulls get first crack at it in front of the Piston bench. Corzine gets it on the high post, hands to Jordan. Over to help a little is Isiah. Basically, it was one-on-one. Missed it, though, over Dumars. Laimbeer to Joe, way up to AD. Inside and in between two Bulls, and Sam Vincent fouled him. AD will shoot a pair.
AD really likes to get out. See the long shot, you know that he's down there. The guards, after a while, just look for him, and he delivers.
Dumars with perfect timing on the feed to Adrian Dantley. Talked about AD over the weekend. All he did was shoot 60%, 15 for 25. Only tried 10 field goals, but had 24 points. 7 for 10 from the floor, 10 for 11 from the stripe in game number 4. That was efficiency. He gets 2 free throws here. And the Pistons are up 2-zip. Sam Vincent working between the circles against Isiah. One to Lane to Jordan, back to Sam behind the foul line. Runs with Laimbeer, lunging at him, and he gets it. The man from Eastern High up in Lansing. And Michigan State has tied the game 2-2.
Oakley and Rick are going at it early.
And they might go at it late, too, Dick. What do you think?
If they're both alive.
Isiah back near the stripe. Runs Vincent into a Mahorn screen. Shovels inside for Dantley. Too high, too hard, out of bounds. Pistons turn it back to Chicago. It's 2-2 in the early going. We played a minute. Sam Vincent calls the play and sets it up topside for Chicago. Wide of the lane to Pippen. Turns, guns, got it. Scottie Pippen over Adrian. It's 4-2 Chicago. Isiah quickly to work for the Pistons. Works the wing against Sam Vincent. Baseline to Adrian. To the hole with a jump hook, and he hit it. We are 4-4. 38 to play here, first quarter. Michael Jordan one-on-one again. Misses over Dumars from the wing. Laimbeer, Isiah, Joe D, left corner for the gun. No, rebound Oakley. Now Sam Vincent. Deep on the wing with Isiah with him. Wide of it to Pippen. Pump fake on AD, doesn't shake him. Mid-post Borzine, clock at 5. Got Laimbeer in the air, but missed again. Rebound Mahorn. Borzine almost had a lost weekend in Chicago.
They're trying to get everyone involved in their offense, however.
Pistons go to Dantley. Missed the jump hook off the high glass, and the Bulls boarded. We are still even at 4. Borzine, 5 points Sunday, 5 Saturday. Bulls another miss. Michael Jordan.
Chicago
Nothing
ball.
for 3, but the Pistons trying to rush it up, turn it over.
That looks like a Johnny Lujack pass.
Golden Domer from a few years ago, Dick. You're dating both of you. Chicago trying to get inside. It's Jordan in the air. And we get an offensive foul.
Chicago's number 23.
Hold on, Michael.
Is first.
So Jordan again, struggling off the start. Pushed off, getting inside. No question about that call. Isiah on the sideline. Low left to Mahorn. Shot short. Ricky rebound. Tried to power it back up. Sam Vincent slapped it away. Isiah recovers, and he's forced out of bounds by Vincent. We got a whistle. Sam could be picking up his second foul. He is.
Isiah made a great effort to get to that ball. Both of them were going after it. Sam didn't have any alternative. He had to run through Isiah.
Into the Bulls lineup.
That'll get Sam out of the game, and John Paxson in. 9:05 to play in the first. Pistons go to Dumars on the way. Paxson with 15 points in 27 minutes Sunday. He lit it up late. Starts down the lane. Guns on the run. Over the hole, no. Rebound out of bounds off Oakley. Pistons lead him 6-4. 8:48 to play in the first of Game 5. Pistons leading the series 3 games to 1. The winner in the NBA's Final Four. Isiah with a gun that goes from the stripe. And have it. 8-4 the score. AD from the baseline to Laimbeer in the corner. Turns, guns, no. Off the heel to Michael Jordan. Up the middle, flips quickly to Oakley. Driving against a double team. Missing an offensive foul. He took on 2 and got the offensive foul.
Maybe Oakley's been watching Karl Malone. Take you that philosophy. In an open court, go through anyone that's in the way.
That time he tried to get through Ricky and Bill Laimbeer. Billy with a screen from Mahorn. Long gunning and getting it to go. Right side. Chicago needs a timeout. They'll take a 20-second timeout here. It's a 20-second timeout for Chicago. The Pistons lead at 10-4.
It's a very effective maneuver when Detroit double screens and has Bill Laimbeer coming off the pick. Centers do not like to come out and cover off of that curl or that baseline pick.
Chicago through talking it over. 8-14 to play in the first. Pistons lead is 10-4. Of course, they'd like to break them down early. So far, so good. Paxson across the timeline. Isiah dogs him. Paxson setting up on the wing. Foul line, Pippen squares up and guns. Got it. That will really help them if Pippen can find the bottom of the hole.
They seem to be trying to spread their offense around.
On the perimeter, it's Dumars on the wing. Screen from Laimbeer on George. Fires, pulls it up. 12-6 Pistons. Paxson fighting Isiah up the left side. Paxson on the wing. Shot clock 14, still with the dribble. They go topside Pippen. Foul line extended to Michael Jordan. Weaves inside. Blind dish. Corzine dropped it. Got it back. Now whistle. And it's going to go against Chicago. A loose ball foul on Corzine trying to get the ball back.
That was an unusual call. I see he passed the team lead position. Thought Dave was there.
Pistons may have caught a break. They lead it 12-6. Dumars on top against Jordan. In the corner, Isiah. Baseline force over Paxson, no. Rebound comes along to Pippen. Scottie Pippen still with it. Stop and go. Shovel it to Oakley up and in.
From Scottie Pippen.
Pippen has a lot of composure for a rookie.
12-8 now. Pistons up just 4. Adrian Dantley works Pippen inside. Jump hooks and hit.
Pippen is not strong enough to guard Adrian Dantley on a one-on-one basis.
AD caught a little elbow above the mouth. He got the hoop. That won't bother him a bit. 14-8. Pippen down the lane. Pippen lost it off his knee out of bounds. Bulls 4 for 9. Pistons 6 for 11. Pistons lead 14-8. We're in the final half of the first quarter. Isiah bouncing inside the Mahorn. Dotted line. Turning gun goes. To see that drop.
Good set play. Chuck did that from the bench.
Mahorn with now 5 points in the entire series. Back bothering him. Jordan takes the baseline, flies inside, slipped up, hook back over his head off the high glass and in at 16-10. Pistons back inside to Mahorn. Another turning gun. This one's off and comes off to Oakley. Pippen almost tapped it in.
Does he get a shot on that?
Probably should. Paxson leaves it for Oakley, topside on the wing to Pippen. Inside Corzine. Laimbeer got a piece of it. He missed it from the baseline. Billy boards it to Isiah, midcourt in the middle. Isiah directs traffic. Sends it outside Laimbeer, now on the wing to AD. Adrian in the foul line extension. Backs Pippen down. Turns, here's the fadeaway set. No, to Paxson. John Paxson to work for Chicago. Pistons up 6. 5 1/4 to play in the first. Paxson doesn't use the Oakley screen. Goes to Corzine. Back to Paxson to the hoop. He missed, but he did draw the foul.
That was an old-fashioned give and go. You know, at its best, that was hot potato, and Dave Corzine didn't hold the ball very long. That's a great look for a youngster.
Dave Corzine will leave, and Horace Grant replaces him. Grant's been up and down in the series. Overall, his numbers aren't bad, 9.7 boards, but he gets 2 one day and 10 the next.
Playing almost like a rookie, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I like him, though.
I think he has a nice future. Someone said one day he looked like Bob McAdoo. Even his shot resembles McAdoo's. He's not that good a shooter, but his release looks a lot like Bob's.
Not a bad shot to look like.
No.
Pretty good shooting John Paxson. Now in his 5th year from Notre Dame, made 2. It is 16-12. Bill Laimbeer working top of the key for the Pistons, or up 4. Isiah on the baseline against Paxson. Isiah wanted the lane. Inside from Mahorn, has Oakley on his back. Turns, sweet looking jump hook lefty, and he hit it.
Great strength on the box, and he held his position.
Paxson spinning to work for Chicago. Grant at the foul line extension. Guns it goes. It's 18-14. And Mahorn and Oakley nearly go to war. Technical foul on Rick Mahorn. He put an open hand in Oakley's kisser.
They started it early, and they've been continuing it. It's something to really watch.
Notice that I did.
Yeah, it's fun to watch that sort of thing go on. Most of the time when you're coaching, you can't pay attention to it, but when you're like this and see the whole floor, it's quite fun.
They technicaled both players, so the Pistons keep the ball. Isiah wanted to go inside to Mahorn. The Bulls knock it away. Jordan driving against Dumars and Isiah. He got the lefty scoop to go off the glass. 18-16.
He's something when he's in the open court. He is a fantastic talent.
He wasn't going to let that 2-time bother him on the way to the hole. Pistons up a deuce, 4-18 to play in the first. Dumars at the foul line extension. Isiah foul line. Starts down the right side. Rifles it inside to Dantley. Back outside Dumars. Rainbows, no. Mahorn over Oakley's back. Got the rebound, but he gets the loose ball foul. That is his second. And that'll get John Salley in the game.
In the open field, a loose ball is fair game. Football or basketball. I thought that was just a great effort on Ricky's part to go after that ball.
He has looked better early tonight. I think a quick exit by Chicago and a long rest would help Mahorn before the Eastern Final. Paxson shot from the wing is in and out for Chicago. Laimbeer boards it for Dumars. They go to Adrian Dantley, wanted the lane against Pippen. Clock at 16 on the floor, lost it, got it back. The Laimbeer, top of the key, clock at 12. Up wing Isiah. Lets it fly and falls. Pistons are up 4 again. Isiah has 4. He's 2 for 3. Pippen for the Bulls. When they lost to Dantley, they swing it outside. Paxson, Grant, now Jordan left wing. Inside, Salley helps Dumars. Nice dish deep to Grant for the dunk.
That's good
20-18.
Yeah, he made penetration, had vision, and made the pass.
Chicago back within 2. Adrian Dantley fights for position deep on the wing against Pippen. Gets it now. He'll drive, scoop, miss, but he does draw the foul. Jack Madden calls the foul on Pippen.
Earlier you mentioned that Michael Jordan isn't quite the passer when he's 2-time that Larry Bird is. One thing you have to take into account is the height difference. If Michael's stationary, he gives away about 6 inches of vision.
Sure.
Like this last move, he was airborne. He was up there where he could have good vision, and he had good judgment on his pass.
Well, I like him passing in a double or triple team situation more than a lot of them. Instead do get double or triple like Dominique Wilkins and some people like that.
I was never double or triple in my career.
It was quite a compliment to begin with.
Oh, it's great. I said I've never coached a player that had a box and one in college or the pros.
Adrian Dantley made them both. Isiah out. Vinnie Johnson, who was red hot over the weekend in Chicago, comes on. 22-18. Jordan forcing, wide of the lane, doesn't take the shot. Back to Grant, foul line on the wing. Paxson, high post. Grant turns, fires, and fills it up. Tough shot by Grant. He has a half dozen.
Chicago's body movement is excellent.
Grant's made all 3 he's tried. Chicago within 2. Dumars bouncing to Dantley, low inside on Pippen, bumped him off, double pump fake, shot up and in.
No one has better patience in the box than Adrian Dantley with the ball.
Pistons up 4 again. Chicago hanging tough early. 2:35 to play in the first. Paxson tries from the top and it drops.
One difference, however, Chicago's the perimeter. Detroit is basically inside.
24 now, 22. 2 and 22 to play in the first. Laimbeer right corner. Mid-post to Salley, back on the wing to Billy. Sends it, short. Would have been a triple. Off it comes to Michael Jordan. Jordan still with it. Skipping and sending it behind a foul line and scoring it. Boy, did he look sweet there. And he has tied the score at 24. 2 to play in the first. Pistons clearing it out for Adrian against Pippen. Baseline, turn and gun, go! AD with a dozen here in the first. A quiet 12, and he has the Pistons up 2. Hopefully at the foul line extension, got it from Paxson, got it down over Salley. A minute and 34 to play in the first. 26-26 our score. Laimbeer wants to pick and roll with Dumars. Grant, though, sticks a hand in and steals off the Jordan. A whistle and a foul. Joe Dumars, I believe, will get it trying to get the ball back. He does. Timeout Chicago, 1:26 to play in the first. They have tied the score at 26. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. James Edwards for Bill Laimbeer for the Pistons. Bulls ball, score tied at 26. Grant on top. Wide of the lane to Oakley. Bounces inside. Vinnie Johnson steals. Up court against a triple team. Spinning on the wing. Takes it back outside. Now inside. Here he goes to the hole. Up and in! Vinnie Johnson shooting score with a steal of the hoop. And the Pistons have that 2-point lead again. 28-26. Bulls ball. Pippen to Paxson on the wing. Paxson looping at mid-post to Oakley against Salley. Vinnie cheating to double team. Back to Paxson. Long gun, no. Rebound Edwards. 35 seconds to play in the first now. As Dumars brings the rock across the timeline. Dantley has it outside, thinking about the long set. Sends it, scores it. Vinnie Johnson calls that thing slow death, and that's what it was.
You don't want to let him stand there and aim it. Then you hate to go out on him because he'll go the baseline at you.
AD 5 for 7. He has 14. Final 10 seconds, first quarter. Pistons up 4. Paxson driving. Dishing to Pippen. Wide of the lane. Into the paint. Missed the high glass gun. Rebound Vinnie. 3 seconds. 2. Dumars has it and the horn sounds. And at the end of one, it's the Pistons 30 and Chicago 26. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network.
The Pistons love it.
Pistons with it. Adrian Dantley with that strong first quarter still there. This is to Isiah on the wing. Pistons up 4 as we start the second. AD looking inside on Sellers. Pump fake. Now the fadeaway. It falls. Adrian Dantley with 16 points.
He has the feeling he wants the basketball. He's telling his teammates to give him the rock.
It is now 32-26. Pistons by 6. Sam Vincent and Paxson. Sellers and Grant and Corzine for Chicago. Grant misfires from the baseline. Good position and effort and a rebound for James Edwards. Off to Vinnie Johnson. Goes baseline on Paxson. Wheels to the lane. Paxson sticks a hand in and fouls him, or did he tie him up? He tied him up. Jump ball. Vinnie and Paxson will jump.
Put my money on Vinnie.
Both 6'2". Vinnie with those great legs for spring, although the Bulls come down with it. Here comes Vincent down the lane. Sam Vincent drew the foul on Salley. He wasn't going to let him have the layup, was he, Dick?
He might have had pretty good position on that drive. Sam went in hard. He went in with great concentration.
Boy, did John get up. Vincent at the stripe makes the first. Pistons 32, Chicago 27. Two for Sam at the stripe. Chicago within 4. We've played a minute here in the second. Isiah for the Pistons, off to Vinnie wide of the lane. Back to Isiah up top against Paxson, clock at 10. Back to BJ left wing. Long running over Vincent, off the iron to Horace Grant. Sam Vincent up to Paxson. Back to Sam near the timeline. Their shot clock's at 15 as he goes to work on Vinnie, top of the key. Wide of the lane, Paxson, inside Corzine against Edwards. On the floor, across the lane, no shot, off to Sellers, who sends it and misses it. And Edwards rebound for Isiah. Bouncing to Vinnie to the hoop, flips it up, no, taps up Salley, no. It's still alive now, it's over the glass and out of bounds.
Chicago ball.
That's an automatic dead ball, whether you bat it up or shoot it. The ball goes over the backboard.
Bulls ball, Pistons 32 and Chicago 28.
Bulls are holding their own without Michael Jordan.
Sam Vincent walking up the right side. Switches the dribble, but now we got a whistle inside. Joe Crawford says the Pistons are in illegal defense. That's their first warning.
Grant sneaked out on the baseline, and John Salley didn't see him.
In the paint to Edwards, fires, it pops out to Horace Grant. Then he sticks a hand in, fouls him.
Detroit foul on number 15, Vinny Johnson. His first, the team's second.
9:47 out of play in the half. The Bulls get the ball back. Vinny's first. The Pistons now with 2 team fouls. Bulls none. 9:40 to play in the half. Sam Vincent got a bad bounce from Sellers. Chased it toward the left corner, but finally turned it over.
His foot was on the sideline.
Here come the Pistons, leading by 4, 9.5 to play in the half. Isiah against Paxson. Rifle inside, too high for Vinny and out of bounds.
Kind of a dead spot in the action right now. This is the time when you need maturity to slow it down, get something you like.
Back comes Chicago with another chance to pull within 2, well, maybe 1. Paxson on the wing against Vinny. Mid-post lob to Corzine, back to Sam Vincent. Isiah against him, behind the foul line. Now at the foul line, the extension shot is short. Isiah rebounds. We played 3 in the second. The Pistons lead by 4. They lead in the series 3-1. Eastern Conference Semifinals. If they win it, they're in the pros Final 4. Adrian Dantley to the baseline for the Pistons through the bump and the foul.
That's quite a statement. They've been there before, and they know the feeling, and you get thirsty for things like that.
Chuck Daly would like another crack at a spot in the final. Flanked by Dick Versace and Ron Rothstein tonight. And Chuck looking out, trying to get his Pistons to win. Isiah just helped out with a gun from the top that went. 34-28. Dennis Rodman about to check in for the Pistons. Laimbeer about to return. Paxson working the wing for Chicago. High post to Sellers. Sellers against AD. Adrian cracks it away. Did he foul him? Jack Madden says so.
That's what counts.
AD will finally rest. He has 16 points.
Number 10, Dennis Rodman, and number 40, Laimbeer, both checking back into Detroit's lineup.
Rodman and Laimbeer come in. Edwards and Dantley out. Michael Jordan back for Chicago. Sam Vincent, top of the key, lets it fly, won't fall. Rebound Vinny. Isiah, Vinny Johnson, Laimbeer, Salley, and Rodman. It's Jordan, Vincent, Corzine, Grant, and Sellers. And the Bulls knocking them out. Pistons with 14 on the shot clock. Trigger again with Oakley replacing Corzine for Chicago.
Dave was not supposed to block shots.
Nice slap out. Isiah from the baseline drills another. 36-28 now. Pistons lead it. Vincent knifing through. Isiah ripped it away. Jack Madden, though, has a foul on Isiah. We had a pretty good angle. And it looked to me like he got all ball with a great reach in.
Great facial expressions on Isiah's part.
Couldn't tell by the replay, unless he fouled him before he got to the ball. Grant got the hoop for the Bulls just behind the stripe, 36-30. Pistons up a half a dozen, 7:45 to play in the half. John Salley on the wing against Grant. To Isiah cutting through the hole off the high glass. 38-30. 7.5 to play in the half. Isiah's 5 out of 6. Jordan from the right wing. Over Vinny. No. Rebound Rodman. Off to Isiah. Midcourt left. Isiah on the wing. Doubles it inside. Knocked out by Oakley, but Vinny picks it up. Vinny Johnson on the wing to Isiah, top side. Now Salley, the other side on the wing. Clock at 10. Isiah breaks for the baseline. Gets it from Salley. Here's the rainbow. It goes! He's taking up all of the slack that Adrian Dantley was giving him early in the ballgame. He's been great in the playoffs, and Isiah's Pistons lead by 10. 40-30. 6:50 to play in the half. They're on their feet at the Silverdome. Grant from the baseline. Laimbeer gets a piece of it. Rodman to Isiah. Behind the back. Inside again. Sellers through the foul. Pistons call their mandatory time here. The foul was on Sellers. 6:40 to play in the half. It's the Pistons 40. The Bulls 30. This is the Pistons Basketball Network. Michael Jordan, Oakley, Grant, Sam Vincent, and Pippen now for the Bulls. Vinny Johnson bouncing to Isiah, who's been red hot. He'll go baseline, rainbow. This one finally doesn't go. Oakley rebound. Isiah 6 for 8. Pistons by 10, 40-30. 6:22 to play in the half. Sam Vincent on the way. To Jordan, two-time behind the foul line. Rodman helped Vinny. To Pippen, back to Jordan. Leans inside the line, forces off the glass snow. Michael got it back. Double pump fake. Threw it up on the way down. Drew the foul, missed the shot. Bill Laimbeer with his first personal.
They're throwing a human tent over Michael Jordan. And the frustration is starting to show. He's almost looked like he's getting hungry to take shots, and he's taking shots out of his range and out of the normal flow.
The defensive player of the year in the NBA, and the bet to win the MVP award. Jordan split the pair, missed the second. Laimbeer boards for Isiah. Isiah feeds Salley in the corner. Pistons lead by 9. It's 40-31 after Jordan's make at the line. Rodman gets it against Pippen, wide of the lane to Isiah on the way. Salley topside, clock at 6. High post, Turner and fire, and it falls. Pistons by 11, 42-31. 5:40 to play in the half. John Paxson right-handing up the left side. Jordan, top of the key, on the floor, starts down the lane, took an extra step, threw it up off the heel, no! Got away with the travel, didn't get the make. Laimbeer to Isiah to Vinny. Back to Isiah. Off to Salley, the trailer, got his dunk blocked. Isiah gets it back, though, scoops lefty, he scores! And he is fouled!
Great ball movement, great body movement. He's playing his bench like a master boxer right now. He's got fresh troops in. Every time he makes a move, the guy comes into the ball game and he contributes. That really helps in a long playoff series and as the playoffs progress down toward the championship.
Isiah can make it a three-point trip, and he does. As he drills it from the line, 15 on the night. 11 here in the second for the Piston captain. His squad leads at 45-31. Michael Jordan, three-timed on the baseline, still leaned and hit the scoop. Great-looking finger roll, 45-33. Michael 4 for 10, has 9. Just under 5 to play in the half. Pistons by a dozen. Dumars on for Vinny, feeds Isiah at the foul line. Now Laimbeer right wing over the whole air ball. Saved, though, by Rodman for Salley. Now Isiah has it. Outside for Dumars. Clock winding down. It's at 3. Isiah right wing. Sends it. Doesn't score it. Off the iron it comes to Pippen. Isiah just beat the shot clock. Paxson. Triple try from the top for Chicago. It won't drop. Rebound Rodman. Dennis up the middle. Warm off to Salley on the baseline. He did. And he was caught. Adrian Dantley coming back in the game at the next stoppage of play.
You have a lot of nails in your hand. You might as well drive them into that coffin right now. Get good shots.
Pistons by a dozen. They put away the Bulls with a win tonight and go on to the Eastern Finals. And maybe get some time to wait. At least get a little on either Boston or Atlanta. Bulls missed from outside, but inside it's Oakley taking a feed from Grant for the jam.
Grant has really improved throughout this season.
10-point game. Pistons lead it, and they have it. 4 to play in the half. Very noisy at the Silverdome. Bill Laimbeer couldn't hear the play call. Isiah has it left corner. Steps back behind the three-point line. Shot clock at 7. Directing traffic. Hooks low left side to Laimbeer. Knocked away out of bounds by Paxson. Did he foul him? Joe Crawford says so.
Chicago foul number 5, John Paxson.
Isiah was very intelligent on that play. The Bulls had switched, and he saw that Bill Laimbeer had Paxson guarding him, and he was clearing it out, and he wanted Bill to go in on the low post.
Out comes Salley. Back comes Adrian Dantley. Pistons swinging around the perimeter. Dumars lets it fly right corner, doesn't fall. By the way, the Pistons are in the penalty. Chicago will be with the next call. 3.5 to play in the half. Pistons by 10. Bulls ball. Paxson deep on the right wing. Wet spot on the floor. Brad Erden, one of the ball boys, down to wipe it up.
I think Jack Madden was just tired, and he wanted to take a little blow himself. The pace has been rather hectic.
Making the young man work a little bit. That's a great group, those Piston ball boys. Bulls with it. Oakley flips to Jordan, who goes baseline and guns. He got it. Michael Jordan with 11. He is 5 for 11. And Chicago is within 8. 3:15 till halftime. 45-37. Dumars inside. Alone is Rodman for the dunk.
No communication on the switch by the Bulls that time.
Pistons by 10 again. Just under 3 to play in the half. 47-37. Michael Jordan, two-time left corner outside Paxson, right wing Pippen. Fake right, went left. Hit the hoop, but he traveled on the way to the hole.
That's a rookie move.
And Chicago takes a timeout here. 2:50 to play in the half. Pistons 47, Chicago 37. Pistons playoff basketball network.
Back in the Pistons lineup.
Pistons are poisoned so far for the Bulls here at the Silverdome tonight. Chicago hanging within striking distance. It's a 10-point Piston lead. 2:42 to play in the half. Bulls 4 for 50 in the second. Pistons 6 for 11. Chicago shouldn't be quite this close. Isiah deep on the right wing. Missed the triple. Rebound comes away to Oakley. Now Paxson. John Paxson against Isiah. Dumars checks Jordan. They don't go to Michael. They go to Pippen. Deep left wing. Adrian Dantley gives them all kinds of room. Pippen to Paxson on the right wing. Back to Pippen topside. Pocket 5. Spinning inside. Double clutch from the hip. No tap. Yes by Grant. 47-39. Bulls with an 8. 2 to play in the half. Pistons go to Adrian Dantley. Spinning on the baseline. Outside Ricky Mahorn, who just come back. Steps inside the foul line. Sends it. No, but it's tapped up and in by Rodman. Pistons by 10 again. Bulls with it. Grant to Pippen. Wide of the lane for the gun. No. Rebound Oakley. Isiah knocks it away. But Isiah's going to get the foul. Joe Crawford right there. He saw the grab.
His second penalty situation.
You always let those big guys rebound for you. You're little. Let them bring it down by their knees and you grab it. Most of the time the referees don't see that.
1:37 out of play in the half. Isiah's picked up his second. He will come out. Vinnie Johnson returned.
Vinnie Johnson checks back in to the Pistons line.
Talked about Vinnie's weekend. He averaged 18.5 and shot 69%, 16 for 23.
That's a great contribution off the bench. That's what he's paid for.
And he knows it. I like to do other things, he says, but I know they're paying me to score. But I think he likes that best, too. Dumars with a bounce inside for Rodman. He missed it. Oakley rebounds. Oakley got those 2 free throws. It's 49-41. Bulls with an 8 and with it. Pippen in the corner against AD. Clock at 13. Dribbles back to the wing. Outside Paxson against Vinnie. Clock at 8. One to the lane Oakley. Inside Jordan against a triple team. Scooped anyway. Missed it off the glass. Hits the floor. He's fouled. Rodman got him.
The Bulls' offense has deteriorated a deal. They're not running very many set plays now. It's perimeter, ball passing, and then a little bit of one-on-one movement.
Michael Jordan at the line. And he has drained the first one. And Chicago's within 7. Make it 6, 49-43, a minute and 5 to play in the half. Joe Dumars, right-handing up the middle against Paxson. Off to Vinny at the foul line extension. Gunn's got it. Pistons needed that. 51-43, they're up 8 again. 50 seconds to play in the half. Pippen has it left wing. Adrian Dantley knocks it away. They'll scramble for it. And Pippen gets the foul.
We have a loose ball foul. Chicago's number 33, Salley and Pippen.
Adrian Dantley going to shake off the foul. And now the Pistons take a 20-second timeout here.
Timeout.
They take a 20-second timeout with 38 seconds to play in the half and leading 51-43. Dantley made them both. Pistons by 10 again. 30 seconds to play in the half, and Michael Jordan just drilled a triple from the top for the Bulls. 30 seconds to play in the half. 53-46 now. Pistons with it. Dumars against Paxson on the wing. Inside for Mahorn. Ricky put it down. Back up. Missed it. Oakley rebound. And now Chicago's within 7. Shut off the shot clock. They'll get the last shot if they're patient. The Pistons don't make some steal. Here's Rodman knocking it away from Paxson out of bounds. 8 seconds now to play in the half. Pippen from the sideline for Chicago. They trail by 7. Outside for Oakley. Gets it to Jordan. 5 seconds. Great feed inside for Grant. It's up and it's in with 2 seconds to play in the half. 53-48. Vinny Johnson lets it fly from midcourt for the Pistons. It's wide and short. And Chicago is sneaking back. They're within 53-48 at the half. As we play Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals, the Pistons lead them 3-1.
I don't know how they're within 5 points. That's great striking distance. However, their game is basically perimeter, and you live and die by the jump shot. Right now, they're living pretty good by it, but as the game increases in intensity, that basket gets smaller, the ball gets heavier.
Well, if you're Detroit, you'd like to take Chicago out of it early, mentally. They haven't done that.
I thought they had a chance to put them away. I think they had a 14-point lead, and Chicago just stayed with it, and they've just crept back into the ball game.
We got a good one going as the Bulls try to stay alive and the Pistons try and put them away and reach the pros' Final Four. Pistons 53, Bulls 48. Isiah at the foul line extension, pitches to Laimbeer, top side over Pippen, off the iron to Paxson. Paxson starting the second half, not Sam Vincent, with Michael Jordan, Grant, and Oakley and Pippen, so Corzine and Vincent open the third on the bench. Doug Collins knows there may not be a tomorrow. Paxson from the foul line, guns and it goes, and Chicago's within 3. It's 53-50. Isiah heads for the foul line and threw the shot up after he felt the contact, but he will not get the continuation call. Foul Paxson.
Sam Vincent was only 1 for 4. Doug Collins needs more than that out of that position.
And he knows right now Paxson is playing pretty well and seems to be in rhythm with his shot. Isiah, as the Pistons swinging around, dishes to Dumars on the baseline. He guns and he got it. 55-50. That was an important Piston basket. Chicago to Oakley. High post turning gun. Got it. That's an important basket for the Bulls. They're back within 3. Pistons to Dantley. Great spin move inside on Pippen. Scoops and he scored. Adrian with 20 already. We played less than 2 minutes of the second half. 57-52. Paxson fake left, went right down the lane, scooped it up lefty and scored. Pretty play by Paxson for the Bulls.
And no one on the weak side defensively was watching the ball. Give a little guard a clear path to the basket is unheard of.
Dumars goes to Dantley on the sideline against Pippen. He'll walk him inside. Goes high post outside Isiah. Left wing Dumars rainbows. It goes! Joe's got the sweet touch now. He has 8. Pistons by 5, 59-54. Jordan inside to Oakley for the running hook for the Bulls. We're trading hoops here. Oakley cuts it to 3, 59-56. Oakley's 5 for 5 tonight. Pistons go to Dantley. Baseline, fadeaway, no. Rebound, Jordan. Michael Jordan, stop and go by Dumars. Holds it high on the way down, throws it up, no. Off to Laimbeer, to Isiah, up the middle, ahead to Dantley. Adrian laid it off for Dumars. He's on the left baseline. Grant with him on a switch. Isiah gets it outside to Laimbeer. Guns, he got it. Nobody with Billy until Jordan jumped at him late. 61-56, back come the Bulls. But Laimbeer gets back for the Pistons. Jordan got him leaning one way and threw it inside to Grant the other way, and he laid it up and in.
Grant just hustled down the court quicker than some of the Pistons.
61-58. Chuck Daly wants timeout. 9:04 to play here in the third. The Piston lead is 3. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. Great to have you on the Pistons Network. Great to have Isiah getting inside and scoring. I'm sure Chuck Daly feels that way. 63-58. 8:42 to play in the third. Bulls ball around the outside to Oakley on the high post, short with it, his first miss. Rebound, Bill Laimbeer. Isiah has it top of the key. Isiah wide of the lane. 2 dribbles, now the gun over Paxson. No to Oakley. Comes Michael Jordan to work for the Bulls. Dantley out on him, jumped into him and fouled him. So you know, you found a statistic.
The team's first.
And that's why you have coaches with you on basketball games that might have kept the Bulls in the game in the first half. Blocked shots.
4-0 in favor of the Bulls.
They were within 5 at the half. They're still within 5. 8:04 to play in the third. Here's a steal. Adrian Dantley picks Jordan's pocket in the corner. Off to Isiah. Up the middle he comes against Paxson. On the wing to Laimbeer. Grant against him. Wide the lane to Dantley.
Adrian Dantley just pulled a pro trick. And he is a pro. He's been around a long time.
He gets it back. He'll try Pippen again. On the floor to the hole. Got it blocked. Got it back. Very alert. Off it goes to Isiah. Right run against Paxson. Clock still running it to 11. Isiah inside. Off the glass. No. Rebound Oakley to Paxson. John Paxson. Off to Michael Jordan. Jordan in the paint for the pull-up gun. No. Rebound off Laimbeer. Out, but he is pushed. Nope. We're going to get a Isiah Thomas foul.
He's there with the team second.
Chuck Daly looking fine in a Broadway suit with Ron Rothstein and Dick Versace at his sides tonight. 7:22 here to play in the third. 63-58. The Pistons lead Chicago. Isiah's foul is his third, by the way.
Chuck really looks good in his clothes.
Picked by USA Today, the best dressed coach in the NBA. I don't know, make him some money or some clothes sometime.
That's great.
Chicago to Grant from the baseline.
And Grant has 16. That's not concerned about anything with the score right now.
And that's where he's good. He's really good on the bench. He's one of the real good coaches in this league.
63-60. Dumars on the way. Dumars on the floor. Dishes in the corner to Laimbeer. Mid-post to Joe. Joe to the dotted line. Wide of it to Adrian Dantley for the set. It's off the iron. Oakley drops it. Salley has it. A new 24 for the Pistons, who lead by 3. 6:38 to play in the third. Isiah looking for the posting. Adrian Dantley inside against Pippen. And you can't get it there. AD kept jumping in and out of the lane, and the pass went wide and out of bounds.
I thought that there'd be a foul called on that. The situation was set up for it.
Back comes Chicago. Pippen on a weave, gets it to Jordan, gives to Paxson, inside Oakley, outside Pippen, clock at 10. Now Paxson has it. On the floor with the drive, dishes wide of the lane to Grant for the gun, he got it. And Chicago's within 1. They want to go back to the Windy City for Game 6 Friday night. Grant's 9 for 11, 63-62 our score. Isiah outside against Paxson. Wide of the lane, Dumars, 2 times. Jordan knocked it away. Joe got it back. Off to Isiah, clock at 5, near the right sideline. Inside for Salley, couldn't hold it. Horace Grant to Michael Jordan. Chicago can take the lead. Jordan down the lane, on the way down, throws it up off the glass. No, Oakley tries to follow. He does, and it falls.
That was a circus return on that shot.
Great putback by Oakley, and Chicago does lead it. 64-63. 5:25 to play in the third. Pick and roll for Dumars and Laimbeer, wide of the lane. Bounce pass by Joe to Billy on the baseline. Shot short to Pippen. Scottie Pippen to Paxson. John Paxson returns to Pippen. He'll send it from the top. It does not drop off the heel to Salley. Just over 5 to play in the third. Pistons down 1. Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. Pistons lead them 3 games to 1. Adrian Dantley trying to spin inside on Pippen. Lost it. Foul. Pippen trying to get it back.
You can tell that Pippen is a rookie. His last shot was ill-advised. I'm sure that Doug Collins would like to have that one back. But the Bulls are hanging tough. They are playing good defense.
Adrian's foul, his 3rd. Isiah playing with 3. Maybe not for long. Vinnie Johnson about to check in. Bulls go to Jordan, left wing, passed it up as Dumars ran at him. For Paxson on top, missed the triple try. Rebound comes long to Isiah. Pistons a 4-on-3. Isiah to the hole, scoop, scores! All by himself, and the Pistons are up by 1, 65-64, and Chicago wants timeout. 4:26 to play in the third. Timeout on the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network.
64, Atlanta 55.
And they lead 61-55 now in the third. That's the latest announcement here. Jordan 2-timed in the corner outside for Paxson. Paxson against Benny, who's on for Isiah. Paxson pushes wide of the lane and it falls. The clock running down. He has 10 and Chicago has the lead, 66-65. Just under 4 to play in the third. Vinnie Johnson, Adrian Dantley behind a foul line left side. Spinning against Pippen, draws a double team. Jordan helping. Dishes to Jordan's man. Dumars, right wing. The rainbow doesn't go. Rebound Jordan. Michael wants it himself. Up the middle. Down the lane. Dumars picks his pocket to Dantley. Back to Joe. Drives on Paxson. Paxson stops the shot with a foul.
John Hustle got in front, and it didn't invoke the breakaway rule. You see him hustling to get in front of Joe and attack him from the front side.
And tries to hang on. You want a later score on Boston, Atlanta? Celtics 64, Hawks 55 in the third. We'll let that one rest for a little while now. That's a very interesting series.
Atlanta's really playing tough at home. They don't seem to be able to put it together on the parquet, but then never mind that. Very many teams can do it either.
Got that right. Dumars at the line gets 2. Pistons by 1. Paxson met by Vinnie midcourt in the middle. Paxson spins it, doesn't take him. Hands to Jordan. Vinnie and Dumars both on Jordan on the switch. Paxson Gets it back, dishes deep to Oakley, who draws the foul. It's on Salley.
Detroit foul number 22, Swingers
Salley played pretty good defense on that. He filled in. He might have been moving a little bit, but Oakley initiated a lot of that contact.
Oakley will get a pair of free throws here. The Pistons have 14 fouls, Chicago 3. That's John's second. Oakley missed the first. Now all they can do is tie. Pistons 67, Chicago 66. Oakley with 9 rebounds to go with 14 points. They get 15. We're even at 67. 3:20 to play third quarter. Dumars in the paint to Dantley. Back out to Joe on the wing. Back wide of the lane to AD. Spinning on Pippen. Doesn't shake him outside Laimbeer. Near steal by Jordan. Off to Vinny. Dishes in the corner to Dumars. Top of the key Laimbeer. Sends it. Scores it. Pistons by a new 69-67. Pippen up courting. Net by Dantley on the way. Has to dish it outside to Paxson. Wide of the lane to Pippen. Their clock's running down. 5 seconds on the clock. Left corner Oakley, now 3. Back to Paxson, 2. 22-footer left over the hole. The shot clock ran out.
They weren't aware of the time.
Grant didn't have a clue. Here come the Pistons, up 2. Dumars wants to pick and roll with Laimbeer against Grant and Paxson. Joe still has Jordan with him, though, as he starts down the lane. Guns on the run, no. Rebound comes off to Oakley. Now Pippen. Now Grant, pull-up gun from the baseline, rattles but doesn't go. Laimbeer lost the rebound. Jordan fouled it and jammed it. 69-69, just under 2 to play in the third. Joe Dumars pounds it between the circle. Foul line extended to Vinny. Sends it, doesn't score it. Paxson taps it to Oakley. Back to Paxson with 1:40 to play in the third. Chicago in a 69-69 tie with the Pistons, who lead in the series 3-1. Paxson to Jordan. Michael Jordan with Dumars against him for the foul line extension. He scores it. 71-69. Michael Jordan with 20. A minute now and 12 to play in the third. Joe Dumars up courting for the Pistons. Cross courts to Vinny. Has it mid-post. Sends it outside Laimbeer. Now to Dumars. Baseline Dantley. Double team and a foul.
Number 44, Rick Mahorn. Checks into the Pistons.
Bill Laimbeer will rest. Ricky Mahorn replaces him. Dumars bouncing inside to Adrian Dantley, who paid the price there as he was two-timed in foul.
Dave Corzine in the ball game. It's Doug Collins' first substitution this half. That may be a factor down the stretch of the ball game.
And now Sam Vincent replaces Jordan. Corzine in for Oakley. Adrian to shoot a pair here. First one goes. A couple of Piston fans celebrating their second anniversary here at the game tonight. Harry and Randy Glantz, and happy 30th. And congratulations to good friends Ed and Margaret Pulver. They've been Piston fans for years. Almost as long as they've been married.
Sometimes that seems like forever, doesn't it?
AD drains them. 71-71.
That's why they're still in Fort Wayne.
50 seconds to play in the third. Bulls with it. Sam Vincent deep on the wing against Dumars. Top of the key, Corzine. Mahorn against it. They want to go inside. Rodman knocks it away to Vinny. Dennis gets it back. Drives, misses. Rebound Grant. 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Dennis Rodman had come on for Salley. Joining Dantley and Mahorn up front. Chicago shot clock at 10. Sam Vincent left wing. Baseline on Dumars. Got by him. Looked like Mahorn got a piece of the scoop. He missed it, and here come the Pistons. No shot clock. Final 15 seconds, third quarter. Adrian Dantley on the baseline. Spinning on Pippen, outside Dumars, rainbows, it goes! Joe Dumars promptly buries it with 5 seconds to play in the third. Sam Vincent in a Chicago hurry, missed the gun on the run, and it's going to be an offensive foul.
And an offensive foul on Chicago's number 11, Sam Vincent, is third.
A second to play here in the third.
You have a set play for this situation. You can usually get a good shot.
Rodman to Dumars, and they let it go.
Wrong again.
At the end of 3, the Pistons by 2, 73-71. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network. We begin the fourth here at the Silverdome.
Number 34, Charles Oakley.
Pistons by 2 over Chicago and trying to put the Bulls away and move to the Eastern Finals. Oakley for the Bulls, missed the turn, got at the line, got his own rebound, back up blocked by Salley. On the floor to Vinny. Salley, Mahorn, Rodman, Isiah, and Vinny. BJ up the middle, blind dish, Rodman up, blocked off the glass. Pippen, Jordan. Double team, Rodman knocked it away with a foul.
Actions are fast, whistles are slow.
Fellow number 10, Dennis Rodman, is second, the team's first. On the line for Chicago, shooting 2. Number 23, Michael Jordan.
This is really interesting. Michael was completely aware of the fellow that was behind him, and yet he was concentrating on the guy ahead of him. Great skill. Just go out and try that sometime. Fall into a ball and probably kill yourself.
He has 20 as he misses the first. Second for Air Jordan. Yes. Pistons by 1, 73-72, 11:25 to go. Ricky Mahorn, top of the key against Corzine, leaves it for Vinny. He'll send left wing to Salley. Down at the foul line. Wide of it to Rodman, who sent it back outside. Pistons nearly lost it. Isiah recovers. Baseline for a scoop over Jordan. No. Vinny with a rebound and putback. Yes. 75-72. The power forward on that rebound. There was no question that was going down. Absolutely no hesitation. Sometimes it's easier on a putback. Bulls with it down 3. Corzine on the wing. To Vincent, top of the key. Sam screened by Corzine on Isiah and sprinted from the wing. Loves to go left. Did there and drilled it.
He really does like to shoot.
10.5 left. Isiah against Vincent, gets by him down the lane. Layup lefty, no. Rebound, Pippen. Out to Sam Vincent. Sam with a bounce ahead to Oakley. Almost lost it. Gets it up and down.
You don't like to see him throw a bounce pass to a big guy on the move. A direct pass is a lot better.
Much easier. Chicago leads it. 10-10 left. 76-75. Isiah bouncing inside for Salley, and the Pistons turn it over again.
Chicago ball.
Sam Vincent needs help, gets it from Pippen as he inbounds to him and gets the ball back. We played 2 here in the fourth. The Bulls, who need it to stay alive, lead it by 1. 76-75. Michael Jordan against Vinny outside. Rodman a double team. Pippen's along at the top, gets the ball. Down the lane, took an extra step, got away with it to Oakley, who missed the jam but drew the foul.
Chicago is using a spread with Pippen out on the point, handling the ball. As he passed the ball to Michael Jordan, Michael wanted to cut through, which I think he probably should have done. And then that leaves his defensive man with the decision whether to go two-time Michael or to follow the cutter.
Rick Mahorn committed the foul. He comes out, so does Dennis Rodman. Bill Laimbeer and Adrian Dantley come in. Pistons with 2 team fouls now, Bulls none. Oakley shoots 2. 9:42 left. Oakley had to coax the first one, but he got it to go.
That was a very forgiving rim.
He didn't need any forgiveness on the second. All net, and he has 19. And 12 rebounds. 9:34 rather to go. 78 and 75 our score. Pistons inside to Laimbeer. Good pump fake, drew the foul. He'll get the shoot affair. Corzine got him.
Corzine is second, the team's first.
I don't know if Corzine is fatigued because it's so late in the year or what, but except for one excellent game against Cleveland, he hasn't been all that strong in the playoffs and almost nothing in this series.
He's one of the great jumpers in the league. He shouldn't get too tired. I had Dave in Washington his rookie year, and I really liked him. He has a lot better basketball skills than a lot of the experts give him credit for.
I agree.
He's had a hard time in Chicago. They boo him a lot there, and it's been a very, very traumatic thing for him to play in his hometown, and it shouldn't be that way. But he's solid. He's a good person.
Bill Laimbeer bangs both of them home and has 8. 78-77. Pistons still down, but now just one. Jordan with it on the floor, down the lane, run and gun, no. Rebound tapped out to Isiah. But we could get a Piston loose ball foul. Jack Madden says stay here, so it is on the Pistons. It's on Vinny.
The mass defense on Michael Jordan really appears to be working. He's thinking all the time. He's coming here and he's double pumping and doing really an unusual acrobatic shot when he could go up for his normal jump shot.
He tries again against Vinny on top. Hooks it baseline to Sam Vincent, free for the shot, and it scores it. Chicago by 3. They got to think now they can get it done. 8:54 to go. They've already won one here in this series. Isiah against Vincent on top. Wide of the lane to Adrian against Pippen. Left-hand dribble, started the spin. Capped away to Laimbeer in the corner. Clock at 5. Pump fake, now the shot. Yes! Pistons back within 1. 8.5 left. Corzine on top for Chicago. Corzine turns and guns, nothing else to do. It spins away to AD.
When in doubt, shoot.
Isiah has it now. Corzine switches on him in the corner after a Laimbeer screen. They clear it out for him against Dave. Clock at 10. Cross-courting to Salley against Oakley. Baseline move off the glass. Good! Spider Salley gives the Pistons a 1-point lead. 7:59 to play in the game. Pistons by 1, 81-80. Chicago has hung tough all night.
This is nitty-gritty part of the whole season coming right here for Chicago. It's always interesting to see which player steps forward and takes over.
Paxson back for the Bulls with Jordan, Horace Grant, Charles Oakley, and Sam Vincent. They move Michael up, but Vinny's still on him. Oakley screening Vinny. Jordan going to the basket. Offensive foul. Bill Laimbeer got position and took the Jordan charge.
I think Michael's trying to do too much.
Isiah and Vinny in the Piston backcourt. Dantley, AD, Bill Laimbeer up front. Vinny against Sam Vincent. Puts it on the floor. Draws Grant to him down the lane of the hole. It's blocked. Goaltending should have been called. Say the Pistons. It's out of bounds. Pistons ball.
That was a goaltending, in my humble opinion.
Looked like it to me. All the way up, starting down. He blocked it. Yes, it was a goaltend. And the Pistons don't get the shot to go in the final 5 seconds. And back come the Bulls. Sam Vincent. This is the Paxson left way. Back to Sam down the lane. He got his blocked by Salley. Off to Isiah. Pistons 3-on-3. Isiah left hands it up. He's fouled. Chuck Daly wants a goaltend there. He won't get that. But he does get a Horace Grant foul and 2 free throws for Isiah.
The last 3 shots are borderline on goaltending. Really tough decisions for the officials to make. That looked like a double volleyball block.
See, that was a legit block, but a foul. Isiah at the line. And he makes, and the Pistons lead 82-80. Isiah. Off to Jordan against AD on the way. To the baseline. Here's a fadeaway. Doesn't fall. Oakley follows. No! Rebound, Salley. Off to Benny Johnson. DJ with it against Paxson. Pulls up and does. No, Oakley rebound. And the Pistons will get caught for a loose ball foul. It'll go against Isiah.
Next foul, they're in the penalty.
Number 33.
Oakley now has 15 rebounds.
Checks back in to the Bulls lineup.
Sam Vincent comes out. Scottie Pippen back in for Chicago. Isiah stays with 4 fouls. Chicago inside to Grant for the jam. And it's 83-82. Horace Grant with 20. He's been up and down in the series, but he's up tonight.
He slipped in, and there was a lack of communication, lack of attention on him.
Isiah against Paxson on top. Off to Vinny Whiteman. Isiah gets it back. Guns from 20. No. Jordan rebound. 6 minutes left. Pistons lead Jordan's Bulls by 1. Oakley. Out the screen, Vinny. Now he'll step back. Jordan dishes deep right. Paxson for the rainbow. It spins out to Salley. Here comes Isiah with it. 5:42 left, and Chuck Daly gets the clock stopped and takes time. He leads it by 1, 83-82. Pistons basketball, 5:42 left. They lead by 1. They can put the Bulls away for good this season with a win tonight and move on to the NBA's Final Four. Adrian Dantley against Pippen. Left corners to Laimbeer. Gets it back on the wing. AD pump fakes, drives. Draws a crowd and is hit. Ball out of bounds. Piston keeps the ball, but Chuck Daly doesn't get the foul call that he thought Adrian deserved.
That was a major league fall. These guys are tough. That has to hurt.
None tougher than Adrian.
That'll hurt Little Monday.
AD on the wing to Laimbeer. Long guns. Goes. That's 2 for 3. Well, Laimbeer has just tripled the Pistons up by 4. 86-82.
Great weapon.
5:12 to play. The crowd's going crazy. Get out and be part of it. Michael Jordan behind the foul line for the force. It falls. What a shot. Is that a spectacular basketball player or what? 23 for number 23. Pistons by 2. They go right back to AD. Inside on Pippen. Double pump fake. Shot falling down. Rebound. Oakley stolen by Laimbeer. Back up, no. Tap on it, yes. 88-84.
Pure muscle and determination.
4.5 left. Bulls with it. Paxson on top. To Pippen wide of the lane. Into the paint. Up and in.
That was a difficult shot. You know, a rookie didn't even look like a rookie. He just acted like a pro.
Pistons by a deuce. 88-86. 4:10 left. Chuck Daly wants a 20-second timeout.
Detroit calls a 20-second timeout.
Chuck wants a 20-second timeout here with 4:09 to go. Adrian Dantley helped over to the bench. Mike Abdenauer wants to get a look at him. Pistons with it. Vinny Johnson gets it outside. Misses it. Gets it back on the baseline. Spins inside an Oakley. Bounce pass across the paint. Gets by Rodman out of bounds.
I might buy a regular tape of this without any fantasy. It wouldn't be too bad, would it? Whose shot you going to do? If I get one of those tapes, whose shot would you duplicate?
For you?
Yeah.
I think I kind of like you with a forward after a couple of screens scoring from about 14. That sounds like Dick Motta hoops to me. 3:44 left in this one. Bulls with it. Pistons just turned it back to him. Jordan misses from the top. Out of bounds. Off Chicago. Pistons lead 88-86. Jordan now 9 for 21. Bad miss there. 3.5 to play. Isiah Working against Jordan, down the lane. Jordan reaches in. Isiah's shot won't go, but he'll get 2 at the line. And Jordan will get his 4th foul.
His 4th. The Kings 3. And the line for Detroit shooting 2. Number 11, Isiah Thomas.
When in doubt, drive for the hole. Our league is basically offensive oriented. This is a tight part of a ball game. Let it hang out and go for the hole.
And Isiah did just that, and he drains the first free throw. Isiah Thomas with 22. He has been the man in the playoffs. He got them both.
He's really been on the spot, and he's produced. I think that's what he's really up to.
Yep. That shows you a man. Grant for Chicago from the wing, no. Laimbeer taps the rebound away from Oakley. Talk about a guy who's been good in the playoffs, especially in this series, Bill Laimbeer. 90-86. Pistons by 4 and with it. 3 minutes from eliminating Chicago. Dumars in for Vinny. Dishes to Laimbeer, left corner. He buries it. 17 for Billy. The Pistons by 6. And with 2:50 to play, Laimbeer's gun has forced the Chicago timeout. Bill Laimbeer has 17 points, the last 2 on that gun from the corner that he got to go. 11 rebounds, and 11 of his 17 are here in the 4th.
He set that play up all the way. It was a pick and roll. He readjusted twice, broke open in the corner, and buried it with a great deal of confidence. He wanted it from the get-go.
Our attendance tonight, 21,371, and they're rocking the joint. 2:50 to play. Pistons up 6. They can eliminate the Bulls tonight. They don't want to go back to Chicago for a game 6. Paxson deep on the wing. Calmly guns and gets it down. 92-88. Paxson has a big league jump shot. So does Joe Dumars from the top of the key. Sends it and scores it. 94-88. Pistons by 6. Isiah got on the ball. 2:10 left. Paxson against Isiah. Went inside. Jordan didn't handle it. Bill Laimbeer has it. Here come the Pistons.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
They got Chicago on the brink. Just under 2 minutes left. The Pistons up 6 and with it. Dumars against Paxson near the left sideline. Laimbeer out to screen Paxson. Paxson fights through it a little bit. Dumars down the lane, missed the shot, through the foul.
Bill wanted another pick and roll. He wanted a jump shot in the corner again.
Dumars came down funny on his ankle. He's trying to walk off some pain. Chuck Daly thinking his team could have a lot of rest if they can put the Bulls away here tonight.
You have a decision here. You don't really want to call a 20-second timeout, because if he's at the free throw line and he can't shoot it, then you have to replace him for the whole ball game, and they don't have a 20-second timeout.
Tough it all off.
That really compounds it when you're trying to use something you don't have.
People do that all the time when they write bad checks, right?
That's what my credit card is for.
Dumars at the line, bum ankle or not, grimacing in pain or not, just got the free throw to go. 95-88 Pistons.
Joe wanted to be fouled on that last play. He drove with the intention of drawing a foul.
Chicago barely staying alive now. Joe got them both, and the Bulls take time. We will stay right here. Chicago takes time out. We have 1 minute and 48 to play, and the Pistons lead them by 8, 96-88.
Joe with his game ankle and Adrian with his deep bruise. Polish it off now. Probably going to get it 2 or 3 extra days rest while Atlanta and Boston finish their business.
Well, and you got Ricky Mahorn's bad back, which seemed to respond a little bit early this evening. He looked a little bit like the old Rick. From the timeline. Down 8. Chicago will pull the trigger. 1 minute and 47 to play. Pistons 96, Chicago 88. Jordan against Rodman. Jordan down the lane, throws it up and in, and he's fouled. That's exactly what Doug Collins ordered. Bill Laimbeer over to help, got a hip on him, says Joe Crawford.
And Chuck countered with Dennis Rodman on defense, and he was playing him properly, got by him, probably should have had some more help and make him kick off, make someone else beat you.
Michael Jordan with 25, it's still 25, and Salley rebounds the missed free throw. 96-90. Here comes Isiah for the Pistons. Chuck Daly wants him to run a motion play. Dumars stays in, gets it wide of the lane off the screen. Deep in the corner to Laimbeer, though. He sends it, he scores it! Bill Laimbeer with 19 points. 13 here in the fourth. 98-90. Paxson will try a triple for the Bulls. Off the iron, but guess who? Bill Laimbeer.
He's been all over the place tonight. Now it's just a matter of time to protect your ball, work your clock, and then rest and enjoy being one of the four.
Isiah has Jordan against him. Dishes on the wing to Dumars against Paxson. Dumars hooks it wide to lane to Laimbeer. Long gun, no this time. But rebounding is Isiah. He returns the favor to Bill. A standing ovation for the Detroit Pistons, who in a few seconds will be members of pro basketball's Final Four. Isiah from the right sideline, triple try, no. Slapped up by Salley, no, and he gets offensive goaltending anyway. Daly doesn't want to hear that his team's in the Final Four with 29 seconds to play and an 8-point lead. The Bulls take time out. They'll try to plot a comeback. Pistons 29 seconds from the finals. They are 8-point leaders over Chicago here at the Silverdome. Pippen inbounds it to Paxson. Pistons playing some tough defense here. Paxson gives it up to Pippen, who goes to the hole and scores with 23 seconds left. They let Pippen have the two. And it was the Pistons inbound. Dumars is two-timed and fouled in backcourt. Boston by one. That's all over Atlanta with a minute and 10 to go at Boston Garden, 98-97.
Two good games this evening.
21 seconds to play in this Eastern Conference Semifinal series. Unless somebody parts the sea. Dumars makes.
I think Moses was out in the first round this year.
That's right. Not without a fight, though, I'll tell you that.
No, that was a great series. I think that surprised everyone. I think it got the Pistons ready. I think it really is honing them up for,
I agree,
for the march to the finals.
Dumars makes and makes again. Pistons 100, Bulls 92. Paxson all the way down for Chicago, way outside to Pippen, triple try, it's through for three. 14 seconds to play, it's 195. And Paxson right away fouls as the Pistons inbound the ball.
You always want to make sure you inbound the ball to a confident free throw shooter. There's not enough time if you trade. If you hit your free throws, it's all over.
Isiah at the line. Good form, gets one. He has 2 dozen.
Wonder if Chuck will give him a day off before he resumes practice for the next opponent.
I bet he does. 2 for Isiah. 102-95, 14 seconds to play. Pistons are about to put the Bulls away. Jordan's triple try from the top doesn't drop. Bill Laimbeer had the rebound, swiped by Pippen deep in the corner, misfires, 3 seconds left. Doug Collins is already down by the Piston bench, congratulating the coaches and players. The Pistons inbound it, time runs out, they win it. 102-95. And the Pistons have now a return trip ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals. Detroit eliminates Chicago, 102-95. A 4-1 runaway in the Eastern Conference Semifinals.
Chuck Daly, you have to be very, very happy to get back in the NBA's Final Four. This is the big guys' Final Four. Congratulations to you.
Well, thank you, and I think the credit, so much credit, has to go to our club. They've done everything they've had to do, particularly at the defensive end, and we struggled offensively in the first series. We talked about it, said, hey, we can win a lot of games defensively. This club all year, when we've been cornered, there was, I think the 4 best games we played is when we got in trouble after that San Antonio Clippers loss. We went to Jersey and Atlanta, played 2 great games, and the 2 last were our 4 best games. Tonight, Chicago showed up loose. They opened the court up. They were maybe half a step quicker than we were at times, and but our guys responded down the stretch.
I know that there's a 7-game series standing before you get to the finals, and Atlanta has beaten Boston in Boston. Your comments about that?
Well, I'm a little shocked, to be honest with you, but they did what they had to do. Atlanta's a good club, and they're coming alive at the right time. Last year, we got to the finals, and I think we were satisfied to get there. I think we've got to take it a step further. We've got to think really seriously in terms of an NBA title. We've got to give it our best shot this year. Don't get this many opportunities.
Congratulations again, Coach. Let's get Billy Laimbeer in here.
Thank
He
you.
responded
Thank
for
you.
tonight.
He sure did.
Bill, you had 13 down the stretch. You had, 19 points, 13 rebounds in the game, banging that jump shot home. You really felt it, and at the right time. Great job.
Oh, thanks. It was a big win for us. You want to get the series out of the way tonight because anything can happen. Guy can get hurt. Some fluky shot can go in. So it was a big win for us.
You know, the Atlanta-Boston outcome is surprising yet not surprising, right? The Hawks are really playing well.
No, I told Isiah that Atlanta was going to win tonight because they have a lot of confidence right now and they're playing extremely good basketball. Either team that we play is going to be so hard to beat coming in here, but if we play Atlanta, we have 4 games in the Dome.
All right, and that's the percentages, right?
Oh, boy, that's the home court advantage.
Let's get Isiah in here for a second. Congratulations, Billy. Isiah, return trip to pro basketball's Final Four. There's nothing like it, and you get another shot at a ring, getting closer and closer. You got to feel good.
Feel really good because we were expected all season long to be in the Eastern Conference Finals, and now that we're there, it's a big relief for us.
Yeah, the pressure seems like it's probably off the Pistons right now. You had to get this far, or somebody would have said, hey, what happened, right?
Yeah, everybody would have said what happened. There would have been trades, there would have been rumors of unhappiness and everything else. But, we're here now, and, we're gonna take our time and play good basketball.
Well, this guy's the captain, and he responded for the Pistons.